Today I'll be preaching on Psalm 31, and throughout this week in our daily devotions, we're going to read through it together a few verses at a time. The Psalms are the book of prayers or the book of worship that we have in the Bible, and they're a great place to learn how to pray and to grow in our relationship with God. Reading the Psalms regularly is very beneficial. So listen to the first 5 verses of Psalm 31. In you, O Lord, I seek refuge. Do not let me ever be put to shame. In your righteousness, deliver me. Incline your ear to me. Rescue me speedily. Be a rock of refuge for me, a strong fortress to save me. You are indeed my rock and my fortress. For your name's sake, lead me and guide me. Take me out of the net that is hidden for me. For you are my refuge. Into your hand I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Lord, faithful God. We're told in the superscription to this psalm that it's a psalm of David. And if you look at these first 5 verses, I'd encourage you, if you have a Bible of your own, to do a couple of things. First of all, underline or circle every time you see the word refuge. This is clearly significant in the beginning of this psalm. And what is a refuge? It's a place of safety, a place of protection. And David, who throughout his life had his life threatened by King Saul, by Goliath, by the Philistines, by his enemies, David often was in danger. And so we hear him pouring out in the beginning of this prayer, which is a lament. And a lament is, if you think musically, kind of like the blues. It's like, oh my gosh, all these things are going wrong. And note also, as you look at these first 5 verses, you might want to note, how many times do you see the word me and my? How many different things do we hear David asking God to do for him or to be for him? For example, do not let me ever be put to shame. Deliver me. Rescue me. Incline your ear to me, which is a way of saying, hear me. Hear my prayer. So I encourage you, look through these verses and note every time you see me or my, and make a little list of all the things David is asking God to do and to be for him. Why is that significant? Because this is teaching us in prayer, first and foremost, that it's okay to bring all of our needs and our petitions to God. The verse of the day is verse 5. Into your hand I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Lord, faithful God. And I'll be talking about that in the sermon today, which I hope you'll be able to listen to. And we'll also come back to that at the end of the week when we turn to the 23rd chapter and the 46th verse of the Gospel of Luke, when we hear that this is the final prayer, the final words of Jesus, is a quote from Psalm 31.